Hey there, it's Jessie with Winter Moon Gifts, and I am so happy that you are here with me today. Today, at this point of recording, is Thursday, and it has been such a busy week. Oh my gosh. It's also been an emotional roller coaster ride. You'll see a little bit of that here in a minute. Apologies. Um, I don't know if you can tell, but I am starting the renovations, the upgrades to the caboose. So that has been taking some time. And I also got my powder coating gun. And that's why this is going to be two parts because I'm already at an hour worth of recording time and I still have tomorrow and market on Saturday to document. So we're just going to call this part one of unboxing my Eastwood powder coating gun and getting that set up and my Mississippi pot roast recipe. So let's get into it. It's here. 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 I'm not excited or anything. Oh my gosh. It has been a fiasco getting this thing and a long time waiting. Oh, I actually recorded yesterday working on the caboose area. I have started that project of sanding the walls and staining and trying to figure out the paint, and I was so frustrated and upset with UPS and USPS that no matter how hard I tried to be positive and light, you could tell in the video that I was not having it. It was a fiasco getting this, but it doesn't matter now because it's here. So let's open it up. Okay, hopefully my damn battery doesn't die. Hopefully I get this on film because I've been waiting so long. We have blackout powder. Ugh. This is a peacock sapphire, and it's so crazy to me that it's white because it's supposed to be, I can't wait to try this. It's a white powder, but it is going to be like a blue-green color shift. I think when I was researching it, I knew that it was white, but I forgot because it's been so damn long. And then we have just a clear coat basically. So since all of my metal art stuff is indoor outdoor, I have to put a clear coat powder on it for the UV protection. So that's gonna make that amazing. Okay, so there's the powder. Let's open up the gun. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I should be honest. I talk about my daughter a lot, and right before I started recording this, there was a question about what to do for Mother's Day, and I have been struggling with trying to tell my mom that I want to stay home on Mother's Day, because it's so hard for me and my son's going to be in Mexico and I don't know how that's going to be received. And then I open this box and it looks like bags of ashes. This is supposed to be fun and I'm about to cry. I think I'm gonna go have a cry and then I'll come back to this. Okay, for fuck's sakes. This is gonna be fun. I've been waiting a long time for this. Okay, I can read that later. Man, okay, so Eastwood, first thing. I hope the packaging, protective packaging, is better in this box than it was in this box, because it was literally just the box in the box. So there's that. My powder coated gun! Woo! I've been wanting to powder coat for so long. This is going to change everything. Packaging. It's better, I suppose. Okay, one of the complaints in the reviews, I'm curious to see, was that the cords are too short, because we're going to have to put in an earth ground, an air line, so there's that. Do I actually read the instructions? Let's see. So, see if I've done enough research that I can figure this out. Okay, so that's from the gun to the voltage. This is where, is that stuck to that? I wonder, we might want to keep it stuck to that actually. So we need to get this air pressure gauge valve hooked up, because I know I need 3 to 7-ish PSI to go through, and then from the gauge we're going to have this oil and water separator. I think we can make that work. Okay, so that goes there. This must be ground. It's got to be ground. Then a plug, and then the button to make it go. Okay. So, button to make it go. The ground, let me think about this. So we're going to have a earth ground. And I think this is going to clamp onto the earth ground. And then we'll create a separate ground that'll clip on the earth ground that will come into the powder coating booth and hook to the metal. So, interesting. It's not super long when you think about how many different shops. Like if we're gonna take this and go through the wall, We were even talking about doing it over there. So we're gonna have to figure some stuff out. But I have my powder coating gun. Okay. Okay. Let's play. I've seen my hubby do this plenty of times. Let's see if I can do it. Buy my onesies. Who needs instructions, right? So this, I don't know if you can see it. I had to set the camera back a little bit. It's got this plastic thing. The reason why I'm wondering if we leave it on or not, I've watched reviews of where people wished it was not loose. Oh wait, there is a rubber band. Okay, so this plastic piece is going to come off. If it has to. I'm going to leave it for now. I know that from the gun, we need the air compressor. I got this at Home Depot. I looked at Harbor Freight. I was looking for a low pressure gauge. Couldn't find them. The only place I could find them was on Amazon, and they were more expensive, and we're thinking it's probably because it's a novelty type of thing. So that looks to be the right sizing. I'm going to put this tape, plumber's tape, on it. I don't know how much you need. We're going to call that good. Oops. It's all twisted now, but if I can get this cord out of the way. Seems easy enough. Do I hand tighten it? I mean, I like that spot right there. That seems good. I like that. Okay. Now I'm going to add the the oil and water separator. This I did get at Harbor Freight. Yeah, not expensive. It was $6-ish, 6 to 10. Let's say 6 to 15 to be safe. But it was not expensive. Put some more plumber's tape on there. Ooh, oh shit. We might need some kind of attachment. That's a close fit to the air gauge. Ooh, careful, Jesse. We'll see. Now we're going to need some kind of attachment, which I don't know. I'm sure we have one. I hope we have one. To add the airline. I feel like having the pressure gauge right there where I can see it will be good. Okay, another thing that I've seen people do as far as adjustments to their Eastwood gun is a lot of people liked having so many cords. No, a lot of people did not like having so many cords. So you hold the gun, right? And then you have the button. So some kind of push the button, spray. I've got a very small window, quite literally, of working area. So a lot of people have like taped the button to where it just sits right there. And so they can push the button and spray with the same hand. I wonder if I should wait to do that until I actually try. But it just seems like it makes sense. So I think you guys can see this is the spray booth with the zipper, but it doesn't open all the way. It only goes, it stops at the bottom, but it doesn't completely unzip to where you can rezip it because it's like that painter's zipper. So that is my work area. So if I have a piece of metal hanging in there, I did get a respirator, so I might be standing in there a little bit to where I could do that. Let's see this. Let's see this. So we've got, is the cord, the ink, it almost seems like, I don't know if you guys can see this. I have an equal length from the button to the gun. We do not. So this cord is shorter than this cord. So again, we're gonna have to play around with that. There's an outlet right there to plug this into. There are screw holes, so we can hang that on the wall. So I don't see that cord difference shortage being a problem there. It just makes sense to hang it on the wall. And there's no on and off switch. So you're either, right now it's at low voltage and high voltage. So as soon as I plug it in, this thing's gonna be hot. All this stuff. That is already seeming like a pain in the ass. This little red thingy. It's just sliding all over the place. So, plug is down there. Got my respirator hanging. Well, let's just leave that. I think I'm going to screw it to it right there. Left is low, right is high. The button's right there. Yep. That's a lot of cords. Holy moly, that's a lot of cords. Which I knew that. Like I said, it's been so long, the brain kind of forgets. That might actually work too if we put the earth ground outside. We may have to. So the lower portion of the shop is dirt, it's ground. So we could put the earth ground just on the other side of this painting booth inside the shop and it be in ground and save from having to drill holes into the wall from the inside to the outside. I'm gonna let hubby make that call. But because of this not being very long, we may have no option. So let me find a couple of screws. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick this on the wall. For now, if we need to move it, we will. It's not super heavy. Do I need it to be in the stud? That's a stud right there. Need that one side. To get it to bite into something. Okay. Now, of course, this cord is in the way. But I think we can make it work. Okay. So we'll have the ground. Click in. Plug it in down here. I'll show you. I know. I'm trying to. I need a GoPro or something to where you can just see what I'm saying, maybe. I don't know. When I start making millions, I'll buy a GoPro. Okay. So I'll have the ground. Plug in. And then the gun. And get a little hook or something to keep the gun right there. I hope that's all tight enough. Okay. All we need now is an earth ground and a connector for the air hose. I'm gonna see if I can find one. I bet you I cannot though. I'm gonna have to wait until hubby gets home. Or we don't have one on hand and I'll have to go to town tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I put this on backwards.
Flow.
Yeah, and I didn't notice that.
Flow that way. That way.
That way, not that way. That makes sense. So we're gonna have to switch that. We're talking about earth ground outside the wall. And then I don't know what. So to be continued?
To be continued.
Crock pot cooking saves any busy person. I love crock pot cooking. I especially love crock pot cooking where there's not a whole lot of prep. So the meal for this week is Mississippi pot roast, and it is the easiest. You get you a roast. This is a chuck roast, a packet of au jus gravy sauce, I guess, a packet of ranch seasoning, but I actually don't have any, but I have this, so I'm gonna eyeball it. Some pepperoncinis, a 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons of butter, and potatoes. Literally, how easy. You just throw your meat in there, like so. Dump your au jus all over. Okay, now I'm just going to add some ranch seasoning, guesstimate, a little bit. I think that looks to be about like a packet. Oh, if I can open this jar. There we go. Look at this big ass jar. It's the smallest jar of pepperoncinis I could find at the Walmart. Those are little, so my husband loves the pepperoncinis. So I think I'm gonna add, I'm gonna add 6. If they were bigger, I'd do 4. Delicious. Next, plop your half stick of butter. I've already pre-cut some nice chunky potatoes. We're just gonna plop those in there too. Stick the lid on it. And 8 hours. In 8 hours, dinner is done. It does not get any easier than that.